Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about something that I'm very passionate about, and that is Star Wars. And it's something that I've loved my entire life and I'm kind of sad about right now, but I wanted to talk about it. It's currently like 1 in the morning, but I was bored. I haven't made a video in a bit. I was like, you know what? Remember Star Wars? Because I've been thinking about this lately because the new Star Wars game just came out, Squadrons, and I'm not excited about it at all. Like I've heard great things about it. A lot of people like it looks kind of fun, but man, I'm just not that hyped for it. Just anything Star Wars right now, I'm not that hyped about. And I wanted to talk about that because I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. I'm definitely on the side that I think Disney has done a lot to ruin Star Wars, but I don't think they ever can truly kill it or ruin it because of the fact that you will always have the original trilogy and all that love and everything for Star Wars. But they can definitely kill the hype, which is what they've done. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. And as you can see, I'm standing. Yeah, I wanted to change things up a little bit. I've got 2 camera angles now. Same equipment I've always had, just this time my phone's up here and my webcam's down there. So we're changing things up here. Yeah, because my mic arm goes up here. So that's cool. Please stay plugged in. Throwback. The year is 2015. I think that's when the trailer dropped. I don't remember if the Force Awakens trailer dropped on 2014 or 2015, but I'm going to go with 2015. Actually, I think it was 2014. I don't remember. Anyways, the year is 2014/2015. The Force Awakens trailer dropped. Me, a young 16 or 17-year-old Dylan, is working at a grocery store with Mike and Ian, 2 guys. If you watch my Battlefront videos, then you know who those guys are. I'm there. I'm working. I see Mike and Ian. Ian comes up to me. He's like, "Did you see the new Star Wars trailer? It was awesome." I'm like, "No, I haven't." So I run through the back doors, go upstairs to the employee bathroom, sit on the toilet, and freaking watch the Force Awakens trailer. I watch it. I go back to talk to Mike and Ian. I'm like, "That was awesome," when he has like the freaking insane lightsaber that's like gonna explode and unstable, and then that stormtrooper taking his helmet off, and like everything just looks so cool. When the music came on, I got goosebumps. This looks awesome. I was so hyped for it. Then fast forward to December 2015. Me, Mike, and Ian all go to watch this Star Wars marathon. We all go to Tampa, which, because I lived in Florida at the time, and Tampa was about 2 hours away from where we lived, but they were having a Star Wars marathon at the AMC there. It's a really nice AMC theater. That's why we drove there, because they're having a special event. We had ordered our tickets like months before. We waited in line for hours. We waited in line for, I don't know, like maybe 4 or 5 hours, 4, 5, 6 hours, something like that. We waited in line. Then we get inside, we claim our seats because they give you like a piece of tape to like write, a piece of like paper or whatever, write your name on and put on your seat. So that way you don't have to stay there the whole time, but you do have to be first come, first serve to claim your seat. So we get in there. But when we're in line, we're talking. We're like, okay, here's the plan. We're gonna sleep through episodes 1 and 2 because no one cares about the Phantom Menace or Attack of the Clones. We're gonna watch Revenge of the Sith all the way through the original trilogy, and then we'll be set to watch The Force Awakens. That's the plan. Could not sleep through the Phantom Menace because of how hyped we were to be there and excited to watch a new Star Wars movie. Yeah, I remember. I was like, at this time I was 17. So this was the first time that I had got to watch like a Star Wars movie in theaters because my parents were very strict growing up, and I was like kind of too young to watch Phantom Menace because it came out when I was like a year old, and Attack of the Clones came out when I was super young as well, so I was like too young to take to a theater. And then Revenge of the Sith came out, and that was like the most violent Star Wars movie ever, so I wasn't allowed to see that. And so my parents were like, "No, you can't see it." So I didn't get to see any Star Wars movies in theaters. I did see Phantom Menace in theaters when they re-released it in 3D, though. That was the first Star Wars movie I saw in theaters. So here, I was so excited to see Star Wars movies in theaters. It was finally happening. I watched all of Phantom Menace, even though I was trying to fall asleep, couldn't. Watched all of it. Slept like a baby through Attack of the Clones. It was funny because partway through Attack of the Clones, I had to pee. I got up, I went outside, and I saw like the security guard talking to the manager, and they were like, "Man, it's like the Valley of the Dead in there. Everyone is passed out." Like, everyone passed out during Attack of the Clones. And keep in mind, this whole experience was about 24 hours, like watching every single Star Wars movie. Anyways, slept through Attack of the Clones. Then Revenge of the Sith came on, watched Revenge of the Sith, was so hyped to see that. I slept up until Han Solo showed up in A New Hope because I was just so tired. And like once you've seen A New Hope like as many times as The beginning's a little boring, and I was tired, so I slept up until Han came up, and then I stayed awake and did not sleep for the rest of it. I stayed awake the entire time. Force Awakens finally starts. We're all hyped. It's the one movie Mike stayed up for because Mike slept through every single movie. Mike did not watch a single one of the other Star Wars movies. I think he maybe watched a combined 15 minutes of all the other 6 movies. But me, Ian, and Mike were all awake. We're all excited. We're like, yes, the new Star Wars movie's here. We're watching it. The opening's pretty cool. Poe starts talking back to Kylo, and it's like, that's a little weird. Like, it's kind of not necessarily the fact that he's talking about, but the way he's doing it's very Joss Whedon-esque. But it's like, okay, whatever. The opening's so cool. We saw him stop that blaster bolt. That was kind of cool. We never seen that in Star Wars before. And then the movie keeps going. Finn, like, had a traumatic turn. It's like, oh man, he saw his person die in front of him. That was his friend. And then he turns and kills all his fellow stormtroopers. That was kind of weird. Whatever, let's keep going. Movie still looks good. Special effects are good. Han Solo's there and he's back. Yeah, but he's a deadbeat dad, and him and Leia are no longer together, and they haven't talked in a while. And it's like, okay. And you just keep going. You're trying to power through it. And then Rey doesn't talk about anything other than we need to get back to Jakku, and it's like, why? That place sucks. I don't care about Jakku. I don't really care about you, Rey. And then Rey just kind of keeps going, and she kind of just figures everything out, and she's the best at everything. She's an amazing pilot. She's an amazing fighter. They go to save her on the Death Star planet, Starkiller base, but she just saves herself. She gets out. She didn't even need them there. They, like, get there, and they're like, we need to find Rey. And then Rey's behind Finn, like, climbing, and Han's like, there she is. And it's like, oh. And they threw, what's her name, J.J. Abrams' favorite character, Phasma, in the dumpster, but turns out she's still alive. Till, like, BB-8 kills her in the next one, I think, or Finn killed her. I don't remember. Something like that happened Last Jedi. Anyways, fast forward to the end. We're there at the snow. They're fighting. Finn and Kylo are fighting. Rey just got chucked up into, actually, rewind, Han Solo on the bridge with his son. It's like, oh man, this is insane. What's going on right here? He's definitely not going to die. Except we all knew he was going to die. They're on a bridge in Star Wars, and it's 2 family members. Either a limb's getting chopped off or someone's going to die. And we know that Harrison Ford does not want to do any more Star Wars movies, so we know he's going to die. He dies, and I feel nothing other than, well, saw that coming, and that's not really emotional. Like, I wasn't sad at all. I was more angry. Like, you're really gonna do him like that? Like, come on. Whatever. Wasn't really sad. Was more angry at how dumb it was. Anyways, move on to the scene in the forest where the cool lightsaber fight's gonna happen. It's like, man, we haven't had a lightsaber fight since Revenge of the Sith, all the way back in 2005. It's been a long time. And talking about movies, not talking about, like, Clone Wars and stuff. Anyways, we get the lightsaber fight. Finn and Kylo are fighting. It's kind of cool. It's interesting. He takes out Finn. It's like, oh man, Finn's definitely not dead, but they're trying to imply it is. We know they're going to use him in the rest of this trilogy, so not really worried there. Then we see Kylo's like, give me the lightsaber. It's like, give me the lightsaber. He's reaching out, trying to get the lightsaber. And then it comes at him, and instead of catching it, he moves out of the way of it, and Rey gets it, and it's the entire theater, besides me and Mike, erupted in applause. Everyone was like, wow, my girl Rey, she just got the lightsaber. Did you see that? Did you see Rey get the lightsaber? That was awesome. Everyone's just ecstatic, so happy. And I'm just like, in my head, like, this girl's like figured out everything. She thought the Jedi were a myth at the beginning, and then she used the Jedi mind trick on what turned out to be Daniel Craig in a stormtrooper uniform. She used the Jedi mind trick on that, even though she didn't know the Jedi were real. And then she calls the lightsaber to her when Kylo can't, because again, she just knows everything. It's like, okay, they fight. The fight scene is terrible. I've done a whole video on this fight scene and why it sucks so bad. So if you have not watched that video, you should watch it. Anyways, the lightsaber fight happens. It sucks. It's awful. It's so slow. Like, and I don't mean like it's just slow. And there's no like good dialogue either. Like there's no history between these characters. There's nothing we care about. It's not like when Luke and Vader first fought in Empire, and it's like, oh man, this is their first time fighting. This is good. I like this. Where new things are being revealed here. Here it's just like, it's 2 characters that I have no history with, and this is the first time seeing them together, and there's like, I don't have an emotional attachment to either of these guys. One of them just killed one of my favorite characters, and the other's just kind of great at everything, so I don't really care. And so they're fighting. I have no investment in the fight, and the fight itself is not visually cool at all. Like, I'm not invested in Dooku and Anakin, and Dooku versus Anakin and Obi-Wan, but at least, like, the dummy part of me is like, looks sick though. Like, at least it's fun to watch, because I'm not really invested in them fighting that much, you know, in Attack of the Clones when they're fighting. It's like, I don't really care, because I love Obi-Wan, but Anakin is just super annoying in this movie, and Dooku's kind of whatever. But the fight was cool, you know? In this, you don't even have that. In this, it's like, I'm not invested in Kylo or Rey, and the fight's not cool, so what am I here for? So anyways, they fight. Kylo gets her backed against the cliff, and then they pause for like 30 seconds straight, and Rey goes, she closes her eyes, and Kylo just kind of sits there and is like, this is nice, and lets her do her thing, and then she beats him. Because of course she does. It doesn't really make any sense. And I'm like, okay, she won. The girl that's never held a lightsaber before and didn't know the Jedi even were real beat the guy that's been training his whole life. Okay, whatever. And then whatever happens and the movie ends. And we get out of theater. Me, Ian, and Mike talk about it. Me and Ian hated the movie. Mike thought it was like a straight 5 out of 10. Didn't really care for it, but didn't hate it. Me and Ian were so pissed about it. And then fast forward to The Last Jedi coming out. I won't go through a whole rant like I just did with The Force Awakens, but Last Jedi came out. I'm like, yes, Rian Johnson. I've only seen one movie of his at that time, and it was Looper, and Looper was awesome. He's going to save Star Wars. He's not going to be like dumb J.J. Abrams who ruined Star Wars and Star Trek. He's going to save it. Spoiler alert, he didn't save it. But that kind of killed all my hope for Star Wars after that. I don't like either The Last Jedi or The Force Awakens, but I like The Last Jedi better than The Force Awakens, because at least it tried something. The Force Awakens was so bland and safe. And then after that, The Rise of Skywalker came out, and The Rise of Skywalker is the worst Star Wars movie I've ever seen, but I had no hype for it. Even the trailer, I was like, I don't care. And then fast forward to now. I like The Mandalorian Season 1. It was good, but filler, a lot of filler in an 8-episode season, so that was kind of stupid. And yeah, but Season 2 trailer just came out, and I'm like, that looks cool. I'm kind of excited, but at the same time, kind of not. And Squadrons just came out, and it looks kind of good, but I'm not really excited. And my point is, like, I'm not really hyped about Star Wars anymore, and that sucks, because I love Star Wars. I grew up on this franchise. But the hype is just not there. And it sucks. Like, I love Star Wars. I want to love Star Wars. I want to be excited again. Like 2015, you know, we have a new Battlefront game coming out. We have a new Star Wars movie coming out. This is awesome. There's also an open world Star Wars game in the works. And I'm like, yes, this is so cool. And then we don't get anything good. Like, I enjoyed Battlefront. But yeah, my point is, that was just a long way around of saying, I really love Star Wars and I love being excited for Star Wars, but I'm no longer excited for Star Wars. I will say this, the comics are pretty good for the most part right now. Ever since Disney took over, the comics have been pretty solid. The Bounty Hunter series is what I highly recommend you read if you're looking for something to scratch your Star Wars itch. It's written by Ethan Sachs, the guy that did Old Man Hawkeye, which I've sang the praises of many times on this channel. The Darth Vader series is pretty good for the most part. I need to catch up on this main Star Wars series from Charles Soule. I can't speak to if it's good or not. I have the issues, I just haven't read them. Because again, I'm not too excited. Like before, I would like read it immediately, but now I'm like, I don't really care about Star Wars right now. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that. I thought this would be an interesting video, because this is what I've been thinking of. Because Squadrons came out, and I'm just like, I don't care. But if this was like 5 years ago, I would have been really excited for Squadron. But now I'm just like, whatever. But what are you gonna do? Anyways, let me know in the comments below. Do you guys feel similar to how I do about current state of Star Wars? Are you guys excited? Are you guys bummed out? What do you think? And again, they didn't kill Star Wars. They just killed the hype for Star Wars. Because Star Wars will always be great, and I'll always love Star Wars, because you'll always have those original movies. And they'll never be able to do that, no matter how much they try to ruin the characters and do whatever they do. But they certainly killed the hype for the franchise. Whenever something new is announced, I'm just like, I just don't care anymore. But that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, I want to hear from you guys in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, on my grind all day, gonna make a million, something that someday. You know I'm in the building when I write this way. Put me in the ground when I bite this game.